Welcome back. The Republican leadership in Michigan offered a new defense for its decision to silence a Democrat. Apparently, it's not because she said the word vagina. It's about rape, and the Republican leaders are offended. The controversy started Wednesday. State Representative Lisa Brown gave an impassioned speech against some anti-abortion legislation. She ended with this.
And finally, Mr. Speaker, I'm flattered that you're all so interested in my vagina, but no means no.
The House Speaker censured Brown for that. She wasn't allowed to speak on a teacher retirement bill the next morning. The legislative session is over. She's done until fall. Brown thought using the word vagina was what got her into trouble, and the Republicans didn't deny it, at least at first. Representative Mike Calton told reporters what Brown said was offensive. It was so offensive, I don't even want to say it in front of women. I would not say that in mixed company. He meant vagina, right? Tonight, we got a new answer. The House Speaker's press secretary insists it has nothing to do with her using the word vagina. It was judgment at the time that when she finished her statement by referencing her vagina and then saying no means no, that was drawing a rape reference, and the Speaker felt that crossed the line. Michigan State Representative Lisa Brown joins us now to talk about her controversial comments. Welcome, Representative.
Thank you.
So were you making or did you intend to make a rape reference there at the end?
No, not at all. And as you said, I mean, I think they're just coming up with another excuse. If this was the case, why didn't they say something to me and ask me if that was my intention on Wednesday when I made my statement? How long has it been since I made that statement that they've now come up with this spin of their story?
Right. I mean, obviously and clearly the word vagina, which is the technical name for the female sexual organ, both biologically and anatomically, suggests that that is off limits. So it seems to be that your offense was perhaps being a woman speaking in charge of her own sexual identity, which is what the abortion debate was about. So tonight, the spokesman for the House Speaker sent out a letter to the press saying you weren't censured based on your gender or your religion or your stance on the abortion legislation. Then he said this: I would urge you not to become too distracted by temper tantrums designed to score political points. Do you have a response to that?
I haven't had a temper tantrum. I don't know that he's referring to me. I did have another colleague. I have another colleague who was also banned from speaking. First of all, it's degrading to say that we're adults. We don't have temper tantrums.
And it also seems to be sexist, right, to portray women as somehow out of control and hysterical and little girls.
Absolutely. Obviously, the Republicans view us as incapable of acting maturely or even making decisions in regards to our own health care and our bodies.
Sure. That's a critical point. So when will you be allowed to represent your constituents and speak on the House floor again?
I don't know. I found out Thursday morning, as I said, those statements were said on Wednesday. We started session on Thursday. No one from the Republican caucus has contacted me. They haven't told me really why I was banned. I'm only hearing it through the media as to, their new spin on the story, as I said. I haven't been told what I did wrong, how long I'm going to be banned from speaking.
Wow. Well, we wish you good luck with that. And clearly, this is a gross injustice, and we certainly want you to be restored to full voice there in the Michigan House of Legislation.
Thank you. Thank you.
Representatives.
Yeah.
Well, this is the Ed Show. Michigan State Representative Lisa Brown, we want to thank you so very much. We're grateful for this opportunity. I want to thank Ed. We'll be back here on Monday. This is my last night. I want to thank Ed from the bottom of my heart for the extraordinary opportunity to be able to sit in for him. It takes a big-hearted man and a great guy who has the ability to open his heart and his mind and his soul and his space to a guy like me to come in here and to sit in here for a week. And I'm extremely grateful for this wonderful opportunity. And as you might imagine, it's much more difficult than it looks when you're sitting there at home. So I really want to thank Ed for the vote of confidence that permits me to be able to do this. He'll be back on Monday. In the meantime, you have a great weekend, and we thank you so very much for tuning in.